happened. The website that I usually use is, the dude that got told to carry the cookies. Now he's carrying water bottles. Loser. Sorry. He wasn't very nice to me. Not that he was not nice to me, but I don't know. It made me mad. Why is... If I put this up there, is it gonna overheat again? Probably. But the thing is, like, if you do put it up there, you're not gonna be able to see shit. Not that you want to see shit anyway, because nobody's fucking watching, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Why do people like to stare at people and look at people funny? I don't understand. I think that's pointing the correct direction. I also hope I didn't put my fingers all over the freaking camera. So I don't know if the phone overheated or if I don't really know what happened. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I don't know if my phone overheated or if it I don't know what happened. All I know is I went into the hotel to drop off the DoorDash. Had to go up to... I kind of want to go drive by the stadium. So this is Gillette Stadium. It's big. Ta-da! Is this CVS over there? Or is that just a banner saying CVS helps? That big ass Bank of America sign over there too. I'll pull around in a circle. Not that anybody's watching. Oh wait, nope, nobody's watching. But that building, that white thing over there. If I'm correct, I could be wrong, but I think that's a covered field for them to practice in the winter or during bad weather. I vaguely remember seeing it not covered before or with the doors open. However, I could be wrong. Patient parking only. Oh yeah, 'cause this Mass General Brigham right here with the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Cancer. But yeah. Right over here to my right. Right to my right is where you would enter. There's gates to go into where they play that thing with the ball. Those things with the ball are actually two sports that played in there. And then there's lots of concerts in there during the summer. I don't know. I'm yet to be allowed past the gate. Maybe someday. Probably no. No. Every time I've tried to go to actually no, I have gone in there. I lied. I went to one Patriots game thanks to my uncle. He was awesome and gave me tickets. I forgot about that. Wow. That happened in 2022. So I did get to go in there in 2022. I'm a dumbass. But that was the only time I've been past those gates. The other time I was supposed to go in there was the day my nephew was born. I had bought tickets ahead of time and everything, and I was ready to go to a New England Revolution game. And then I get a call that morning that my nephew's mother was in labor, and I was like, oh. So then we went to the hospital. We spent the entire day at the hospital. And then after waiting what felt like an eternity for him to be born, he came into this world. Bunnies. And that looks like an RV. But yeah, and then I didn't make it to the game in time. So I got to the game, like, I got to the stadium, like, right after the game ended. So, bro, don't walk into the road. What are you doing? Oh, you dropped money. Fucking drunks. Anyway, I don't know. I know that the guy that was walking by me with the water bottles that I said was the cookie guy from earlier. Him and all of his people, when they were coming out of the, what's that called, elevator, they all smelled like alcohol. And I asked, because they were carrying this big ass crumble cookie box, and I was like, is there a crumble near here? Like, surprised, because I didn't know there was one. And the guy goes, I don't know, I was just told to carry the box. I'm like, okay, but like, where did the box fucking come from? Like, how do you not know? Did you not go to the place to get the, like, did you bring them from somewhere else? Like, and then I'm like, yeah, but is there like one in Patriot Place? And he's like, I don't know, I was just told to carry the box. I'm like, okay. And then another girl goes, they're closed. Oh, no shit, it's fucking midnight. Like, I don't expect them to be open, but it'd be nice to know where the fuck they are. Like, ugh. People. Hello. I can't read that. I'm sorry. I do not read and write Arabic yet, or speak it. Hopefully I will at some point. It's the plan anyway. Oh, there is a big ass CVS right here. That's new. The Starbucks has been there. But yeah, last time I was up here, there was no crumble. Or at least, let me rephrase. Last time I walked through, like, the Patriot Place, like, area, there was no crumble. But I often avoid coming up here, especially in the, like, during football season, because it's a nightmare. But yeah, so I was supposed to go. Oh, apparently the Revolution is playing someone on April 19th. I wonder how much the tickets are. Because, not that I like soccer, but I would like to see them play. Because one of my goals is to see all of the home teams play at their home location. So, seeing Revolution play would be nice. And then I got to see the Patriots, which was nice. I wouldn't mind going to another Patriots game, but I haven't. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, tickets are usually really expensive, and my uncle was nice enough to give me tickets last time, but I don't want to ask him again. I feel bad. I feel weird. But and then I've been to a Bruins game. I'd go to as many Bruins games as I could if I could afford to. I went to a Celtics game in 2021. I want to say it was like fall of 2021. And then I've been to Red Sox games. Yeah, so I think the only thing I'm missing is New England Revolution for the home team games. Unless I'm forgetting a sport. Baseball, football, soccer, hockey, basketball. Yeah, I don't know. I might be forgetting something. I don't think I am though. So I think the Revolution is the last thing I need to see. Apparently there's like a trail or something over there. That would be interesting to see. I don't know. My plan right now is to probably, I want to go look at that flag. So as long as I don't get any stupid orders by the time I get down there, I'm gonna try to figure out how to like get into the parking lot that the flag is in. Because I'm freaking weird. Don't judge me. And I want to go look at the flag. And then after that, I plan on getting on the highway heading towards Taunton. And if I don't get any orders until after I switch into the Taunton like zone, or like Taunton, Rainham, Dayton. I think Dayton's on it. I think it goes all the way to Middleborough. It's a pretty big zone. But once I hit that zone, I'll probably end my dash that I'm on right now, and then switch over to, depending on how busy Taunton is, I might dash in Taunton. I don't know. The Taunton area. But again, I'm not sure because it depends on how busy it is. Like if it's dead, I don't want to be sitting there for like 3 hours waiting for a freaking order because I'm tired and I can't be bothered. Not that I can't be bothered, but like I'm just, like I said, I'm tired. And I kind of want to go to bed earlier so that way I can get up earlier, so that way I can actually go do stuff. Like, my goal is to be up and out of the house at least a couple hours before my mom leaves for. I mean, worst case scenario, my mom will wake me up before she leaves for work and be like, ain't about. Okay. Zombie. Oh yeah, I forgot I was listening to that podcast. What is behind me? Oh, 2 motorcycles. I'm literally like watching these like wheels and like not the wheels, the headlights. Oh, it's like 3 motorcycles. Oh, pretty. Goodbye. Are you turning or? Yeah. I want to get my motorcycle license sometime. Why did you like speed up to get in front of me just to turn? Like, you were already behind me. You moved over, sped up, moved in front of me, and then took a turn. Why didn't you just stay behind me and then take that turn? These people, man. No one makes any sense around here. And then this person's over here, like, they're probably all together. That person's probably like, where'd you guys go? Where'd everybody go? I woke up and nobody's here. So I think if I go up here, I might be able to get into this parking lot over here. Oh, there's an animal hospital over here. I would love to work with like an animal hospital or something. I wish I wasn't allergic to freaking animals. Even volunteering at like whatever, like I don't know. It's just like spending time with animals and like I love them, but I'm gonna end up feeling like crap after, unfortunately. Oh, hello, random car. Look, it's a flag. The flag. Sorry, don't mind me, I'm just being weird. Oh, it's in front of the nursing home. I didn't know that. I wonder if I can, like, pull in over. Oh, it's a bunny! Hi, bunny. Bunny. Don't mind me, I'm freaking weird. Yeah, but now it's not, like, flying. Now it's just sitting there. Alright, so earlier when I was coming down the highway, like, from the opposite direction that I'm facing right now, the flag was, like, because it was windy, so the flag was, like, all, like, blown out, and it looked really pretty, especially with the lights on it. And now it's just hanging. The ends of it look tattered. They need to change that flag. What does that say? Did I read your message? Hold on. I can't see. Give me 1 minute. Because part of the reason why I don't like live streaming like directly on YouTube is because of the fact that the what do you call it? Is so small, like the print when chats come in. And it's really annoying. Which message was that? Sorry. If you messaged me in live chat just before my phone, like, crashed, then no, because those chats are, like, gone forever, unfortunately. But, yeah, I'm sorry. Because I only see the one from Isa, and I see the one from you now. Which, while I'm stopped, I can actually Google Translate to see what he said, what they said. I'm assuming it's a he, if the name is Isa, because he says Jesus in Arabic, or whatever. It's what Muslim people call Jesus. Copy. I'm safe as long as I what? Come on. Why does technology hate me? It didn't mean to switch to somebody else. Why? Why? Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Sorry, don't mind me. And then, of course, it didn't even, like... Oh, my goodness. Why are you being so difficult? No, that's photos. Ah! Nope. I mean, it didn't, like... It was, like, completely wrong, but it's... Whatever. Don't you know I'm human too? eyeballs are so, like, dry right now. Why is this doing this? Like, I'm trying to look at something and it keeps messing up. Starting to blow a little bit. I wonder how, like, big each one of those stripes are. Like, I wonder how wide they actually are. Come on. I don't know, I'm about to start driving again soon. Because I can't sit here all day. All night, technically. Waiting for the wind to pick up. Watch, as soon as I start driving away, it's gonna be like blowing like crazy. Probably not quite that much, but still. Yeah, too bad it isn't. I agree. Yeah, I just saw a meme. It says one of these, well, MFs, but one of these motherfuckers lying. And it's a picture of like the camera icon for your phone and then a mirror. And then somebody, like, it's like as if somebody commented back and goes, "It's the camera. It even makes the moon look bad." I mean, they're not wrong. Sometimes it does. What? Someone says this says Fox abandons Trump. Ah, whatever. Who cares? Not me. Although that would be surprising. Because they usually support the Democratic, I mean sorry. They usually support the Republicans and don't like the Democrats. Yeah, those are the words. Yeah, those are the words. That's a big flag. Yeah, that is a big flag. Dang, like I've literally been sitting here for a few minutes and I'm in the middle of 4 different hotspots. And I ain't got crap. I ain't got crap. Alright, well, I'm gonna start this podcast again with about Amanda Knox and Meredith Kercher.
Also fell in love with it. I heard it's pretty hard not to fall in love with Italy. Never had the chance to go there myself, but I would love to one day. She also felt like she wanted to spend some time there and kind of, you know, self-develop. So she was so excited to be studying abroad. When she got to Perugia, she settled into her new home and met her roommates. Now, there is a lot of hearsay and rumors in this case, so I'm not really completely sure on this or what Amanda would say, but apparently there was a little bit of awkwardness between them just because they were so different. Meredith was pretty straight-laced, very, like, professional, proper, a good girl, and Amanda was a little more on the wild side, a little more sexually experienced, and definitely more of a partier, just kind of, like, more of a free spirit, so they were, like, kind of polar opposites. On October 25th, Amanda and Meredith decided to go to a classical music concert together, and while they were there, Amanda met a guy named Rafael Solicito. Rafael was known to be a very sweet, smart, and charming man. He was from Bari, Italy, and was studying IT. And Rafael and Amanda clicked very quickly. They became instantly best friends. They immediately started hanging out, and she said she had never been in love before, but she was falling for Rafael. As soon as she would get out of class, she would instantly meet up with him. They were spending literally 24/7 together all of their time, but they only had about a week of this honeymoon period, I guess you could call it. On November 1st, Amanda got a text from her boss, Patrick, saying that she didn't need to come into work that day. So her and Rafael decided to have a really mellow night together, cooking dinner, watching movies, smoking a joint, and then Amanda woke up the next day around 10 a.m. They lived very close together, so she could walk back to her place. So around that time, she left and headed back to her place. Amanda said when she was walking into her house, the first thing she noticed is that the door was wide open. I would be very concerned if that were me. That is not good. But she decided to go into the house, didn't think anything was out of the ordinary until she went to the bathroom and she saw a few drops of blood in the sink. Now, at first, she did not think anything of this either, but she thought it was something like someone had cut themselves with a razor and just had a little blood in the sink, didn't clean it up. Nothing to freak out about, but I mean, now the door's open, there's blood in the sink, it's looking a little weird. But she decided to go ahead and take a shower. But after she got out of the shower, she noticed a big bloody footprint on the bath mat. For some reason, Amanda thought that this still was not a big deal, that someone probably had just cut themselves and stepped on the bath mat, so she just went ahead and started blow drying her hair. Now this seems really weird to me because if I saw a huge bloody footprint and my door was open and there was blood in the sink, I would definitely be concerned at this point. I'd probably be out of the apartment already seeking help or seeking police, because that is not good. But while she was blow drying her hair, she happened to look over in the toilet and noticed that someone had taken a shit and did not flush it. Only then was she freaked out enough to realize that something was going on. She realized that maybe there was someone else in the house, and that just sparked her to run out of the house and go back to Raphael's house. She got there, told him that she was really freaked out that maybe there was someone in her house. She didn't know where Meredith was. So he walked back there with her, and the two of them went in there, and together when they were walking through the house, they noticed that Meredith's bedroom door was locked. They tried knocking on the door, they tried calling her cell phone. She wasn't answering, so they started to get really concerned about her, that maybe she was on the other side of the door, especially if there's blood. Maybe she injured herself. I mean, no one knows what could be happening at this point, so they were just really scared. Amanda started to kind of freak out, and Raphael tried to kick the door down, but he could not break the door down. Now, this is kind of weird, but randomly 2 police officers from the civilian police force, which is like a low-key police department kinda, showed up at their house because they had discovered a cell phone that belonged to Meredith, that they think it had been thrown out of a car into someone's backyard, and someone called the police, and the police were nice enough to like bring it back to her. So it was kind of random. They didn't call the police, they just kind of showed up there, and when they got there, realized kind of what was going on, they called the military police.
Pronto, buongiorno, senta, qualcuno è praticamente entrato in casa sfondando la finestra e ha messo un moto di sorte e c'è una porta chiusa. La via è... La pergola 7. Via? La pergola 7 a Perugia. Punto in abitazione?
When the military police got there, they told everyone to get out of the house so they could go look through it. And when they knocked down her door, they discovered Meredith's body, and she had been killed. And there was blood everywhere. Seriously, everywhere. Meredith's body was laying naked on the ground, covered in a blanket. And there was evidence that she had been held down, kind of restrained, and she had a bunch of different wounds on her body and then a really severe gash on her neck. So definitely not a pretty sight. So Meredith's body was obviously taken in for an autopsy. Now, jumping forward a little bit, let's talk about the autopsy. When the results came in, it was reported that Meredith was sexually assaulted. Now, oftentimes when you find a naked victim, you kind of assume this, but it was now confirmed. There were also traces of an unknown male's DNA on her body. Her body had a total of 40 wounds on it. So the autopsy report made the state that maybe there was more than one person involved, because 40 wounds is a lot. That maybe it was some type of sex gang or some type of group that does this sort of thing. There were already reporters on the crime scene right away. There were videos of Raphael and Amanda kind of kissing and comforting each other outside of the apartment. This got a lot of flack, I guess you could say, from the media of not looking like you're Greek.
In case anybody's wondering, I'm listening to Kendall Ray's YouTube channel. It's about different true crime stories. Hopefully I don't get like in trouble, copyrighted or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to claim her intellectual property as my own. I just enjoy listening to her, and I figured y'all might too.
And what made suspicion bloom even more was when there was a candlelight vigil held for Meredith, and Amanda and Raphael did not even show up. Now, this person was someone that Amanda claimed was her friend. She was living with her. She was, was the one that came across her body. You'd think out of respect you would go to a vigil. And instead, they were at a friend's house together having dinner. On December 14th of 2007, a funeral for Meredith was held at Croydon Parish Church with more than 300 people in attendance. From the jump, investigators were looking at everything in the house, collecting evidence, going over things, photographing everything, and they collected over 400 pieces of evidence from the house. And 2 days after the murder happened, the police decided to bring Amanda back to the house to see if she could figure out if there was any knives missing from their drawer. They thought maybe she would recognize that one was gone, and then they would be able to find the murder weapon. So when they did this with Amanda, she went in there and she said that while she was looking at all the knives, it suddenly hit her what had happened. That her roommate had been murdered in their apartment brutally. Someone that she knew, and with a knife that was possibly from their place. She said she was overcome with emotion, instantly went into hysterics,
usa chiave, stata forse fa io gli dico bene. E non schifo.
On November 5th, the police called in Raphael for questioning. Amanda was actually not asked to be questioned, but she decided to come with him and waited in the waiting room. And while he was being questioned, there were reports that Amanda had super weird behavior in the waiting room. People were reporting that she was doing like cartwheels, exercises, stretching, yoga. And I've talked about cases where people will do weird things like this in interrogation rooms or something like that. And it definitely doesn't prove someone is guilty of anything. But Amanda said that it was really blown out of proportion, that while she was doing stretching, that she was waiting there for hours, and that she did the splits, which is a little strange. But yeah, Amanda was a little strange. That's what you're gonna learn about her, is she's just kind of just like a little quirky and a little different. So meanwhile, Raphael's being questioned, and they asked for his version of what happened that night when he was doing that kind of stuff. And he started out by saying that him and Amanda were at his apartment the entire time. But the police decided that this wasn't a good answer, so they decided to continue questioning him. At some point, Raphael said he started to lose his sense of reality because they questioned him for a really long time. Now, I'm sure many of you, if you're a fan of true crime, are familiar with cases where interrogation has just gone completely wrong. If you're not familiar with this type of thing, there's a great documentary on Netflix. It's called The Confession Tapes. It's about people giving false confessions under the pressure of the police. It happens quite often. People are abused, or tactics are used that are just not ethical. People are tricked and they yell at you for so long that you eventually start to think you did something, and this happens a lot. These interrogators are literally trained on how to say things and how to get under your skin. He said that he suddenly became delusional and changed his entire story. He said that he had been lying to them the whole time. He changed his story and said that Amanda didn't get to his house until 1 a.m. After he changed his story, they wanted to take a look at Amanda's phone, see if there was any proof of where she was that night, or see if there was anything to prove that she was at Raphael's house or when she got there. And when they were going through her phone, they found that text message from her boss saying that she didn't have to come into work that night. And she had replied to him saying, "We will see each other later. Have a good night." And police took this as she was going to be seeing Patrick later that night. At this point, they decided to start interrogating Amanda. And Amanda said that she can't remember exactly what happened while she was being interrogated because she was under so much stress. She said that the police were screaming at her, cursing at her, threatening her, scaring her, saying things like, "We have stuff that proves that you did this, like we already had enough evidence that you're guilty, so you might as well confess," which is used quite a lot. She said that at one point a police officer actually physically assaulted her by smacking her in the back of the head and telling her that she better remember. By 1:45 a.m., Amanda said that she was just completely tired. She had been questioned and interrogated for hours. Amanda says that once she had been physically and verbally attacked, she also became sort of delusional and told the police that Patrick, who was the owner of the bar, you may remember, her boss, she said that Patrick did it. And Amanda claims that in that moment, she for some reason thought Patrick really did do it. They were screaming at her so much, freaking her out, that she somehow concocted a vision in her head that showed Patrick at her house and Meredith screaming.
I can't hear what they're saying. That's the only thing that sucks when they put like audio and video clips in. Because like the volume isn't the same. But, like if I crank this up, then when Kendall comes back, it's gonna be crazy loud. It's also gonna be crazy too, like getting arrested for something or like interrogated for something in another country. Because like you don't know the laws in that country or what your rights are.
It includes the night.
Police believed Amanda, and they went to Patrick's house and arrested him. And then the next day, November 6th, Amanda and Raphael were also arrested.
The
Shortly
next
after
day,
this,
Amanda was
actually
fired.
wrote in a letter saying that she wasn't quite sure about what she said about Patrick, that she felt like she was under immense stress and pressure. She said she almost felt like she was in a dreamlike state and just felt so uncomfortable and said things that she doesn't think are true now looking back. Soon after this, Amanda's friends around the town started coming forward saying that Amanda was acting really weird after the murder. One friend claimed that she
cared
guilty or
or
innocent
upset I
based
was.
on whatever you know. You at least probably know who she is.